Hello to all, welcome to the channel Cloud Knowledge. Today in this video, we'll create our first data flow in Microsoft Fabric. So here we are in Cloud Knowledge Data Factory workspace, which we have been using in the Fabric videos. And here you could see the different items which we have created so far. And in this video, we are going to create data flow Gen2. So if we click on plus new, here we could see the option data flow, which is used to prep, clean and transform data. We have already created pipelines. So in this example, we'll work with the data flow and we'll use this data flow to run through a pipeline. Let's click on data flow Gen2. After a few seconds, we could see that the page is getting loaded, and at the top left side, we could see the data flow name. Incremented name is shown. Here, if we click, we can edit the name here. We'll name it as DF employee data. Let's say we'll connect to employee data. So we are writing it as DF data flow employee data. And this page will appear. This page looks like Power Query page. So here at the top, you can see Power Query. If we compare the data flow of Fabric and with the ADF or Synapse Analytics pipeline, it is different. There we used to have data flow transformations, and here we have Power Query, and the transformations we can do through this layout. Now in this page, the first option is to get data. Create queries by importing data from a new source. So we'll click on get data. We'll click on more so that we could see all the options which are present here. So you could see the different sources which are there to get the data. We'll click on view more. So all the sources will be displayed in this page. File related sources, database, Fabric related, Power Platform, Azure, online services and others. So in this example, since it's the first example, we'll go to the all section and select any text or CSV from our local system. So we'll click on text and CSV. And here we have the connection settings option. So we'll select upload file. Link to file we can give, or we can upload file. So we'll click on upload file. Here we can drag a file or upload. So we'll browse and connect to employee data.csv. So we'll click, we'll open. It's getting uploaded. The upload is successful. Now we'll click on next. In this page, we can preview the file data, and the file which is uploaded is added to the SharePoint folder. You can see the URL that it got added to the SharePoint folder. It will show us file origin, delimiter, data type, detection. Then it has 3 columns: employee ID, employee name and department ID. Okay, looks fine. We'll click on create. So since the data is loaded, employee data, we could see the diagram here and the content of the data. Here we could see that 3 columns were there and having 3 rows. So 3 columns and 3 rows are displayed here along with the information. Now let's try to filter some data out of here. Let's apply filter on the department ID column. Let's deselect all and we'll select only 102 and 121. We'll exclude 213. Click OK. So you can see a new transformation filtered rows is added in the diagram, and we could now see only 2 rows in the result here. Next, let's add destination to land this filtered data to the target. So here is the option add data destination, or at the top you can see add data destination for this query. So we'll click over this option, and currently in Fabric, these 5 options are present in data flow for sync, that is for destination. So it will be Azure SQL Database, Fabric Lakehouse, Data Explorer, Synapse Analytics, that is SQL Data Warehouse, and the Fabric warehouse. So in this example, we'll take the lake house, which we have created in the past videos of the fabric. Same we are going to use. So click on lake house. It will show up the connection. Here, lake house is shown. And then we have to choose the destination target. So on the left panel, it will show us the different lake houses which are present in the account. So we'll search for Cloud Knowledge Data Factory workspace. Inside this workspace, we have CK Lakehouse, which we had created earlier. So we'll click over this and we'll name the table here as Employee Data. That is, a new table will be created in this Lakehouse. We'll click on Next. It is validating data destination target. You can see here the below message. And now the destination settings page will appear. It will have here the update method, existing and new data, whether we want to append it or replace. So let it be replace. It will show us the column mapping at the source level as well as the destination level. Employee ID, name, department ID. This looks fine. It is whole number, text and whole number. Save the settings. At the bottom, we can see the message saving settings. So here we can see now at the destination place Lakehouse symbol, and it is connected to Cloud Knowledge Data Factory workspace. Inside that workspace to Lakehouse, CK Lakehouse. The table which will be loaded is employee data. So we created here a small data flow where we connected to a CSV, employee data related CSV, imported the data here in the fabric, performed a filter transformation on one of the rows, and then landed the data into the fabric lakehouse. Here at the bottom right side, we could see publish option. It will ask us to publish now or later. In this example, we'll click on publish now. Once we click on publish now, it will take us back to the workspace page. So let's click on refresh. As of now, it is not showing here directly the data flow. Since the product Microsoft Fabric is continuously evolving, we could expect it to have some grouping here in the main workspace page. So here at the right side, we have this filter. Let's filter out with the data flow Gen2. And here we could see that DF employee data is under refresh. Refresh is in progress, which we have created just now. So DF employee data was the name of the data flow and it is disabled currently. Here under the refreshed column, we can see that the refresh is in progress. Let's wait for its completion. So the refresh completed. The symbol of refresh is gone from here. And now if we hover over the name of the data flow, we could see the option to open the data flow. Let's open it. If employee data is loading here, the data flow is loading, and since we have published the changes, we could see that employee data related filter details should be landed into CK Lakehouse. So let's go to another tab of the fabric, and here we'll try to open the CK Lakehouse. And here we'll try to open the CK Lakehouse. Click over it. It is loading the Lakehouse. Here in the Explorer side, here in the Explorer section, left section, we could see the Lakehouse name, tables and file section. Under the table section, there is one unidentified row. So let's click on refresh here. It will now be changed to employee data. If we click over employee data, we will see those 3 columns and 2 rows, which we have created through data flow. Now let's quickly go back and add this to a data pipeline. So we'll go back to the workspace. We'll create a data pipeline. So plus new data pipeline. Let's name this pipeline as PL pipeline underscore employee data. Click on create. At the top left side, we can see PL underscore employee data is shown. And this is the first page of building the pipeline. So we'll click on add pipeline activity. It will show us the different section of the activities which are currently present in Fabric. We'll select data flow. Data flow will be shown here, and we could add the settings. Leave the general tab as is. We'll go to the settings tab. Here we have to select the data flow. So since we have created the data flow, df_employee data, we'll search here in the drop down. df_employee data is not currently shown. So we'll click on here, refresh. Now let's see, it shows df_employee data. We'll select this, and now we'll click on save. So it is saving the changes happen to the pipeline. Validate, and then click on run. Pipeline is getting executed. In the output section of the pipeline, we could see the data flow is getting executed. Shows queued. It's in progress. Let's wait for its completion. So the data flow succeeded here. So this is how we can create data flow in Fabric and execute it through pipeline. I hope you will also try this. Thank you for watching the video. Do let me know in comments if you have anything to share. Happy learning. Bye.